Wainui today. Got some planes out. It's a couple of days before I head off to the States for the just to meet with Scott today. Scott's headed down to fly the Winter. I just arrived. Thought I'd do some flying with Scott because he hasn't had a chance, or he's not going to come with us to Weldon this year. So yeah, it'd be nice to have some laps with him. And yeah, I'm going to test a couple of planes out on the back, which I haven't flown over the back yet. And wind's looking good. I'm going to go do a wind reading now, I think. Just talking to Steve today this morning about the current trip coming up, and he was saying they're at Weldon today, and his cut-off angle wasn't working that great. He said I rang him when he was flying his K100, so Scott says it's really smooth here. So we've got one up on them here at Wainui. Just had a good flight for its first backside outing. Synergy Mark 1 Heavy. It's the first 3 metre heavy that we've built. After all the project's been going for how many years, finally actually built a heavy one. Mind you, it wasn't designed to go for all out records, it was designed to be a nice fun kind of medium weight plane that can go to 300 and you can go fly every day. Just putting together the Mark 2 Synergy, this one just here. So I've got to put it together. Scott's now out flying his K2M Light, which seems to be tucking him a little bit. Dropped off as well. 225. Yeah, when you go lower, those lower laps usually yield better speeds. 226. Wind has backed off at the moment. 235. 232. Just walked back after having a nice wee fly with my FPS. Hardly flown this lately. Get to fly my K2s, but I've got my light K2 packed for going to Weldon. So I thought, oh, I need to fly the FPS. I got about 250 odd for top speed, but mostly it was just a half-hour flight, just doing lots and lots of laps. And Scott joined me with his mini blade. The wind's dropped off considerably now. It's probably dropped 10 knots or so, which it was forecast to do. So I'm pretty happy, but it's super smooth, beautiful air to fly in. So additionally, I did fly the Mark 2 Synergy for the first time on the air circuit. We got 306 with the Mark 1 Heavy and 325 with the Mark 2 Heavy. Unfortunately, I had a radio loss on that. Luckily it was coming out of the circuit. I regained connection again pretty quickly, but I need to look at antenna placement because I found there is carbon in the nose, which is unfortunate, so I may have to run some external antennas. Scott here has got his mini blade. I think this is a fiberglass mini blade. Is it a fiberglass mini blade, Scott? It's a yellow mini blade. I'm pretty sure it's a fiberglass, not a carbon. I think the carbons were red wingtips. But 155. 147, 140, 147, 48. It's pretty consistent. Scott likes his mini blade. They do fly nice. They're actually really.
It's got a little muck around playing where you can just chuck it around.
Yeah, I think they're still underrated, their mini blades. Maybe a great Parker plane, which I think is probably where they've spent most of their life doing circuits around the world, is probably Parker. Being something that was available in the early 2000s when de-essing was taking its grip on us. 42, 46, 47, 49, 55 again, 61, there we go, 55, 64, whoa, it's getting it, whoa. Nice. 164 with the old mini blade. What's the go now, Scott?
I don't know.
K2 light?
I have to probably get that K2 out of you.
Yeah, I think so. I do like flying here. It is a pretty nice spot to sit on a hill, especially now the sun's out. Because it was a bit cold first thing, but yeah, getting prepped for welding. I seem to have run out of planes to fly as well, so the elevator servo's come unplugged in the boom somewhere on the Mark 1 Synergy. I was having lockouts with the Mark 2 Synergy. My little RT30 just goes offline as soon as you throw it, so I think I've got a battery connection issue somewhere on that. That went down to the gorse down the back here, so I had to go and climb through that, but managed to get it back because Scott saw it went in, and the FPS just stripped an aileron servo as I was turning onto finals to land, so that's all I brought with me today. But Scott's got heaps of planes. I could go fly with his, or I could just watch him fly, which would probably be also quite nice. It's just nice to sit here. Scott's trying to do the lazy landing.